Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of Let's Play Super Metroid. The main LP is done. I've finished the game. Hi, this is Gilbert, by the way. And yeah, we had a good time. I did not keep up quite with my old times. As you can see, my fastest is 1 hour 39, and my technically Samus A, the 140 time, is actually my real fastest now because it's fastest with the highest percentage. In this, I was skipping a missile expansion and a super missile expansion. I wasn't getting all of them, but because it's 1 minute 39, I'm holding on to it. And this is fastest because I have the extra 2 expansions that I wasn't getting here. But alright, let's load up the old file. There are a couple things I want to show you that I didn't use in my LP, and one of them would have saved my life. But I'll save that for last. You'll see what I mean, though. So here we are at the last save point at the ship. So let's go ahead and pop up top here. I'm going to show you some charge combos that are pretty cool, but not. I like them, but they're not super useful. So what you gotta do is you need the charge beam for this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn off everything but the charge beam and one of your other beams. So charge beam and ice beam, or charge beam and wave beam. You know, charge beam is always gonna be on, but you can only have one of the other ones on. So for this one, I'm gonna use ice. And just so you can see what the beams look like alone. So what you do is you select your power bombs, and you charge up your beam, and you just keep holding it, and look at that! You get this little ice shield kind of thing that will run into enemies and damage them. And then eventually it will, if we just stand here for a minute, it'll just fly off on its own, and that'll be that. Next up is the wave beam combo. There's what that looks like. It looks pretty cool, actually. So here we go. And no, it'll just kind of do this X thing, but if you actually move, it'll start bouncing off each other. They'll kind of bounce around, and it's more useful this way. So, you know, just kills enemies. And then next we have the Spazer, which this one is not as cool, but I mean it's all right, but it's not super great. So it just goes like, yeah. And finally, my favorite one, the most powerful combo, and clearly the most useful, the plasma beam combo. It's just, unlike the ice beam and the wave beam, it doesn't really form much of a shield around you. It pretty much comes off, destroys everything on the screen, then goes away. Now, I'm kind of purposely hurting myself here for one of the last things I'm going to show you. But now, it's important to note that if you have you can't have 2 beams on, you have to have only one. Anything else, and you just, nothing happens. Before I show you that, look at this. So holding the charge beam, you can run forward, but moonwalk. If you're in the air, you can turn, but if you're just standing still on the ground, Samus will moonwalk while you're holding the shot button. You don't actually have to have the charge beam for this. Just an example: if I were to turn the charge beam off, and she were just shooting constantly, she'd still do the moonwalk. So hold the shot button and press back, whichever way that may be. Press the direction opposite of the one Samus is facing, and she will Moonwalk. I don't use it because it's annoying because I'm holding the charge beam often, and you can't turn instantly. You'll notice you have to be in the air to turn around. So I don't really like that too much. Now hold on, I'm gonna turn off some suits here because I want to take some damage. For this last thing I'm going to show you, I need to have nothing in my energy tanks, and well, not nothing in my energy tanks because then I'll be dead, but nothing in my reserve tanks, and very low energy. So I gotta have, I think it's less than 29 energy. Okay, that's perfect. Turn my gravity suit back on. Now this move, now I'm about to show you a move that would have saved my life. You remember when I was in the wrecked ship? Insert footage of me dying in the wrecked ship here, in case you've forgotten. Yeah, do you remember that where I died there, and that sucked? Well, I had everything I needed. All I gotta do is you need power bombs. Go into morphball mode. Go into morphball mode. Hold L, R, and then press and hold the power button, and Samus will. Oh wait, what did I mess up there? Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, sorry, I messed that up again. L, R, and down. You have to hold down on the D-pad as well. Then press and hold the shot button, and huzzah! This move is called the Crystal Flash. It will restore all of your energy tanks, but not your reserve tanks. Now, you may have noticed that, wait, my reserve tanks do seem to have filled up. That's not true. You get to keep the leftover energy you have, so it doesn't just go to 0. It says, how many energy tanks do you have? I have 14 energy tanks, so that's 1,400 units of energy. And so that's what it gives me. And then whatever I had in there goes into my reserve tanks. So there's a little bit of overflow. So that's so it didn't fill my reserve tanks. I just, you know, yeah, I just had there's a little bit of, there was a remainder that goes in there. To use the Crystal Flash, you have to have at least 10 or more missiles, 10 or more super missiles, and 10 or more power bombs. You'll notice that when I was doing those charge combos earlier, those each used one power bomb to use. So that's something to keep in mind, that a lot of this stuff requires power bombs, and so it's not necessarily convenient to use it. So you just kind of have to be careful. But I suppose if you collect as many power bombs as I have, up to 45 or whatever, I mean you're probably in pretty good shape. So, but yeah, the Crystal Flash is actually a very, very useful move. I wish I had not been an idiot and remembered to use it in the wrecked ship when I died, and I'm being stupid. And alright. Uh-oh, I want to lose a little bit more. Alright. Okay. 9 energy. I think that's good. LR down, shot button, hold, and Crystal Flash. Yeah. So I wish I'd used it. The charge combos I'm glad I didn't use, because they were just kind of silly, actually. I mean, they're cool moves. I don't know if they have any real effect on bosses or not. But hey, you know, whatever. I'm not going to save. And finally, you know, I've got about 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna very quickly show you the restart glitch in Super Metroid. One of the things I love about this game is Nintendo has never tried to fix it. Like they know there's no way they aren't aware of the glitches in Super Metroid. They know the glitches are there, but they don't touch it. It's like they're there, and Nintendo accepts that they're there, and they're not gonna try to fix things or anything like that. No, I don't need to do that. So I do appreciate that they haven't tried to fix these glitches. To do this restart glitch, you have to activate the murder beam. So what I'm gonna do, so what you gotta do is, let's see, it's gotta be from the, okay. So what you have to do is turn on the spazer, right? And go down to high jump boots. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna press left and A at the same time. And there. This is called the murder beam. You know you've done it successfully when you've got that var next to the plasma. You're not supposed to be able to have all these beams on at once. The spazer and the plasma aren't compatible. But here they are, both on. So this is a glitch. And if you fire your beam now, and that's my phone in the background. So you see, I've kind of fucked shit up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a door, I think. And, oh, maybe not. Uh-oh. Oh, dang. Okay, so see, sometimes this doesn't work. This is one of those times. So yeah, unfortunately, I might not get to show this to you, which would be a real shame if I can't. To do the murder beam properly, you don't actually fire it to use it. For this glitch, it requires firing it. But to actually use it against a boss, for example, which it'll actually break some things during the boss, like just the body movement and stuff. So I don't like to use it. You'll notice I didn't. But yeah, to actually use it properly, you charge up your beam first before you activate it, and then you fire the charged beam, and that'll actually stick there in like a ball, and then you'll try that instead of firing it. The way I saw to do this glitch, which has worked for me before, and I don't know why it's not working now, is you just fire it, and then things get kind of slow. And that's not working for me right now. Getting a little low on time here, so if I have to, if I go over, I'll just edit some stuff out, and we'll I'll show it working, because I've done it before. Or no, I don't know. Yeah, what I'll do is, since I'm failing miserably here, which you may or may not see, what I'll do is I'll let the video go over, and I'll kind of splice in working video. So you'll hear me talking about, oh yeah, I'm failing to do this, and then if I get it to work, you'll actually see it working, even though I'm saying, oh, it's not working. Alright, one last try, though. One last try. This time I'm going to try doing the murder beam the proper way, so to speak. Alright, there we go. Hold the shot button, and no, it doesn't want to work for me. So, sorry guys, I can't seem to get this reset glitch to work. I don't know why. But there are plenty of other videos on YouTube showing it. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed this extra video. I encourage you all to go out and, if you have a Wii, buy Super Metroid on the Virtual Console and give it a playthrough. It's a really great game. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.